Good morning, Lakers. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Destiny. Tomorrow's my birthday, and this is your Laker update. Seniors, your baby pictures are due this Friday. Be sure your first and last name are on your photos and turn them in to Miss McCarty's upstairs in room 212. The senior group photo will also be taking place on Friday, October 13th at 7:10 a.m. Finally, senior sibling photos are ending today, and they are during 5th hour only.
One of the biggest weeks of the school year is just around the corner. Next week is Spirit Week and Homecoming. On Friday, October 6th, we will have our annual pep assembly. If you'd like to participate this year, you can sign up this week for games such as tug-of-war and basketball outside of Laker Commons. Make sure you encourage your friends to do it with you too. Spots are limited, so act fast.
Juniors and seniors, practice for the annual Powder Puff game will be held on Sunday, October 1st. All football players and cheerleaders should arrive at 11 a.m. The Powder Puff game will be Monday, October 2nd. You can cheer on your favorite juniors and seniors for only $5.
The homecoming dance is next Saturday, October 7th. Tickets will be sold during all lunches. Tickets cost only $15 until Friday. Next week, they go up to $20.
Today, the Law Club will be meeting from 2:15 to 3:15 in room 206 for their mandatory training. The AAA Club will be meeting tomorrow at 2:15 in Mr. Johnson's room. Skills USA will also be having their first meeting tomorrow after school in room 511.
Hey freshmen, make sure you check out the annual homecoming tailgate for tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Here, there will be food and games before we cheer on our Laker football team during the game.
This is why you don't text and drive.
Today, the freshman football game will take place at Oxford High at 4:30 p.m. The JV boys soccer team will be playing against Rochester High at Rochester High School at 5:30 p.m. Also, there will be a JV football game at 6:30 p.m. versus Oxford High School at Oxford. At 7 p.m., there will be a boys varsity soccer game versus Rochester at Rochester High School.
Let's see what Mr. Watson's up to this week in this week's edition of Wednesdays with Watson.
Good morning, West Bloomfield High School. Welcome to another Wednesday. This time I'm here to talk about something called the Spectrum. Do you know what it is? No, not that. The Spectrum, our school newspaper. Yes, it's been available online, but many moons ago, many years ago, the Spectrum was an actual physical newspaper. You could touch it. You could feel the ink in your hands. Once again, we are publishing the Spectrum as a newspaper. So, why am I here outside talking about the Spectrum? Because of this. The best spot in the lot. How do you avoid that winter madness of gray days and no sun and walking through the parking lot and not having a spot and people cutting you off? Well, you get the best spot in the lot. To do that, there's a couple different ways. One, you can buy a subscription to the Spectrum, make sure you fill out the raffle ticket, enter it. For some of you that really want the spot up front, you can buy 5 Spectrums, or 10, or 20, or 50, or 100 copies. Buy the Spectrum, win a prize, get the best spot in the lot. Don't you want to park up front? Don't you want to feel special to have your reserve spot? Katia won it this year, well, this month. She parks up front every day, and as she strolls and her hair blows in the wind, she knows she's in a special spot. To have that amazing feeling, buy the Spectrum. Just do it. How do you do it? see someone from the spectrum or see Mrs. McCarty upstairs. Thank you. Have a good day.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance